Okay, today we're going to do a little video. Charles sees the camera woman up on the hill. JW asked, he said, I'm doing my first Hackamore colt. He's coming along great with a combo of Martin Blackhead Connell and Pat Puckett as well as his own feel. But he was wondering if I rope and use green horses on a cow before they're fully neck reining, or if I wait until they are neck reining. He said he'd been doing some other preparation, dragging logs and tracking cows, but he's just wondering. And I was like, that's a good question. And I used to think of things that way, of like, okay, well, do I have him neck reining enough to get the cow caught? Because that's important, because you got to get the cow caught. And more than anything, it's one thing to just get the cow caught, but it's another thing to do it in a proficient manner and keep your livestock intact and not blow everything up. And sometimes, even when you do all you can, you'll still blow things up. But that's the important part, is that once we rope the animal, the roping really is a lot of times the easiest part. It's what we do with the animal after we rope it, and that management and our horse staying with the cow. So what I thought was I was going to do it bridleless or with a little neck rope. I don't even know if I'll use the neck rope. Right now I'm just holding on to it. I might fall off. But I'm using a green horse here, and my horse might not make this video very good because he's already watching this cow. But I was going to explain to JW what I was kind of thinking, because I wrote it to him in text, was that I'll rope on one without them neck reining at all. But I'd like them to watch a cow. And trust me, I've been in plenty of situations riding other people's horses at places helping, where the horse didn't neck rein and he didn't know all that much about a cow. So there's a time to do it. You know, you can sure get it done, and there's a good way to get it done. But I'm going to show you what I look for to help me, so that I can rope on them and them still be green. This is the only cow I have in this pen. I want my horse to find this cow. Right now he's found it. He's just tracking it. He's not doing anything crazy, and he might lose it. I'm not pushing him to this cow with my hands. I just got my hand sitting on the horn here, and see, he's watching this sucker. There, I'll put my leg on him. See if he'll lope up here to him. Heck, I'll just even practice putting this hand down. Good. And I want my horse, when I put pressure on him, you know, to see how he's changing leads and watching this cow, to watch. If my horse doesn't, which I was kind of hoping he wouldn't, so that I could show you, I would ride my horse. If I'm in you could do this in an arena, or you could do it in, I've got this nice round pin here to use. So I like to do it with all my 2-year-olds, every horse that comes here. I want them, whether they're cowy or not, I'm going to ease up here so I don't use my horse up before I get to the roping part. I want my horse to find the cow. See, I quit him a little with my seat and softened up, and he's still watching that cow. I'm not going to criticize that. But what I was hoping was we'd come in here and he wouldn't watch the cow, and I'd speed him up a little bit and let him find the cow. He found the cow on his own. That's what you want. And don't worry so much about confusing them, because I want the horse to understand completely how to control a cow, how to put himself on those pressure points on that cow to where he can control it and just own that cow. Whether it's rope and head horse position, depending on what you need to do, whether you're making a horse for an older guy that needs to run to the hip, or all of them should run to the hip, but say you're making a horse for an older team's World Series of Team Roping roper. That horse needs to run right to that cow's hip and give that guy the same shot every time. Well, you teach him that spot. Or your heel horse position, wherever you like them to rope at. Or if you're in the pasture, maybe you're roping them with horns, you might want to be off to the side a little wider. Or if you're roping them around the neck, you might like to rope them from in behind. You might have somebody hazing, you might come along the side of them. The common thing there is the horse has to watch the cow. For me, I have way better luck if my horse is helping me. So I look more at, is my horse helping me get to the cow? If he is, I'll take him and go do anything, even if he don't neck rein. So that's what I was trying to explain to JW, is if I didn't, and this horse is going to make me look like a fool, like he's done it a million times when he actually hasn't. But this is the first time I've ever rode him in a neck rope, and horses will know how to move off that pretty easy, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about roping. So here's an opportunity to teach. My horse, I didn't ask him to go to the cow. He's not going to the cow, right? And our whole little video here is getting the horse to the cow and explaining JW's question about neck reining and if I feel like I have to have it to rope the cow. So I'm just going to swing and mess around here. Now, I'm going to start, I'm just going to hold this little feller on my horn, my little security blanket. I'm going to start riding my horse. Look, he missed the cow. So I'm just going to keep cruising. I don't care that he took the wrong lead there. I just want to keep cruising. And I'm putting a little pressure on him with my legs. Here he started thinking about that cow. I took all the pressure off, okay? I'm gonna put some more pressure on him. He let that cow a little further away than I like. I'm gonna take it off when he gets close here. I'm gonna put it on him. I'm putting pressure on him. I'm taking it off right now. There, now you get stronger. I'm putting pressure on him. He's losing my cow. I'm putting pressure on him. There we go. Oh, he lost my cow. I'm gonna put leg pressure on him. I'm gonna put more leg pressure on him. I'm not steering him. I just got my hand on the mane. There, he's in a position where I can manage to rope this horse. I'm gonna relax. See how he's losing him here? I'm gonna spur him until he gets to the right position. Now I'm just gonna sit here and melt. So now I'm gonna use my legs, and now I'm gonna add another thing. Because you talked about roping, this is a good way. I'm gonna swing my rope until he gets the cow. Because he's green enough roping that this rope might just bother him a little bit. So there I'm gonna swing. When he finds the cow, I'm gonna quit swinging. There, he lost the cow a little bit. I'm gonna put my leg on and swing. Here he's watching the cow real good. That's all my horse there. You see, that's what we need. Here he's watching the cow really, really good. I'm just gonna throw my rope and sit back. I threw an awful loop there because I was sitting on my butt, horse training more. But my horse is owning this cow, so the next one I won't do that trashy of a loop. Okay, he's watching my cow. I'd rather rope him going the other way. So I'm gonna put a little more leg on my horse, and now I'm gonna ease up. Okay, my horse has me in position. I'm gonna take my swings. I'm gonna deliver, and I got no reins. So I need my, see now my horse is taking me where I'm going. So that's what I was trying to explain to JW. But the other thing I told him I would show him was this. This is something Joe Walters showed me. If your horse ain't tracking that cow, you can use this rope. See how I can use it over there, or I can use it over there, or I can use it over there to help my horse lock on and stay with the cow. See if that cow's gonna turn, I can switch sides with my rope. But with this horse and how I use my leg pressure, you see, I didn't even have to use that tool. But if a guy's outside on a green one, he could darn sure use that tool to switch that rope and switch directions. So that is my take on it. Good boy. And for my horse, we'll make another video on some more horses, but for this little calf and my horse, that's it. That he's way better than he was the last time, and this is the first time I've ever rode him in a neck rope. So that's what I'm looking for, is that my horse finds the cow. And you could see how the connection was a little weaker in the beginning, and then it strengthened. And you want to quit when it's strong. So right there, my horse stayed with that cow, and before he lost that cow, it's my job to quit him. So keep that in mind, that you quit your horse while he's ahead, while he's doing the right thing for you. And just try. The hardest part I see with this is people having that spot in their head where they need the horse to go to. So before you ever start, have that in your head. Are you cutting one? Do you need him to mirror that cow? What are you teaching your horse to do? Is he going to track behind and rope? Is he going to come off to the side? Is he going to heel? Think your position. On my horses, I want them to know a lot of positions. Some people, that weirds them out, but that's what I do. So just think of getting your horse, and it really doesn't take very long. It only takes a time or two of doing this, even on a horse that's not got a lot of cow in them, to where they'll start to get to where they can help you. And for me, because you saw, I missed the first dang time because I was sitting on my butt and horse training and kind of soft looped it. I need all the help I can get. So the way I get by is I get my horse to do the job for me. And JW was calling and talking to me about that, the horsemanship aspect of it. So if you can yee-haw one around, that's great. You've probably already turned this off and I wouldn't try any of this. But if you're looking to develop your horsemanship and learn how the horse thinks to get to the cow, that's what I'm after and that's how I build it. So thank you for watching.